A high-profile murder trial is delayed until next year. Teenager Aiden Fucci was scheduled to stand trial in November, but today a judge granted his lawyer's request to push that date back. Fucci is accused of murdering his 13-year-old classmate Tristyn Bailey last May in St. Johns County by stabbing her 114 times. Fucci was 14 at the time, but is being charged as an adult with first-degree murder. He has pleaded not guilty. On Your Side's Ann Schindler was in court today when the judge made a number of decisions that will affect not only what evidence the jury will see, but how much of the trial the public will see.
The big news today being that this trial will not be held as scheduled in November. There's another major trial in this circuit in the fall. The judge noting that many of the same players are involved. That's why he agreed to push the trial date back. Aiden Fucci himself did not speak and sat wearing a mask throughout most of the proceedings. Tristyn Bailey's family, more than a dozen or so, wearing her favorite color teal, sat in the gallery, but also did not speak. Fucci's attorney, Rosemary Peoples, asked the judge to limit certain evidence from coming in at trial, including prohibiting any emotional outbursts in the courtroom. That was something the judge said he had no control over, but he said he would, of course, require proper decorum from everyone in the courtroom. One big issue today, though, was whether he would close the court proceedings to the public and the media. Just before the hearing began, however, Fucci's attorney withdrew those motions. First Amendment attorney Jennifer Mansfield, who represents First Coast News, spoke about this after court.
There are some situations that will allow court to either close entirely or just portions of a trial, but the standard is very high because public observation of how the court system works is how one of the balances and checks and balances we have in our system to making sure that the court system judges are doing the job that they're supposed to do.
Now, the judge did not set a specific court date yet. He said he was still going to look at the calendar, but again, the case has moved from its scheduled date in November until February. At the St. Johns County Courthouse, Ann Schindler, First Coast News, on your side.
And Tristyn Bailey's family is reacting tonight to the decision about moving that trial. A statement from the Bailey family reads in part, quote, "We take solace in this morning's proceedings for the clarity that all parties involved are making efforts to ensure everything is done correctly during trial." And we have much more on this case, including new details on a weapon found at the scene of the crime online. You can click on this story right now on our website, firstcoastnews.com, or in the First Coast News app.